I knew there was a lot of energy in our team, which whenever we play New York City, we take a lot of pride in what that means for our club and our fans and our city. So, it's another game where we managed to find a way to beat them, which isn't easy. The more times you beat a team, the harder it gets. So, we should have a lot of pride for the kind of effort that we put in. And then specifically the second half was fantastic. There was really no doubt within our team that game was going to get taken care of, and it was a matter of time before the first goal came, and we were a little bit unlucky not to find the second. So, and a lot of really good performances, which was really good to see. We complimented a lot of guys after the game, and we're going to use that to gain momentum and to help us now really push, and I feel like we're fitter, we're sharper, we're more prepared for what those kind of games look like, and I think it'll lead to us getting more results.
You had a different vantage point last night. I know you rewatch all the games with the coach's angle, but what were your impressions watching it live from up?
Yeah, it's always easier to see the tactical parts of what's going on when you're up higher. So, it's pretty simple to see what needs to, from a tactical perspective, get better. That's why we always appreciate the up high version. But you lose the emotion of the game a little bit. When you're that far removed, you don't really get the feel of exactly the energy of what's happening on the field, and so that part I missed. So I've been good this year though. I'm being punished for last year's behavior. This year's behavior has been pretty good, so I'm trying to stay on the bench more.
And now a quick turnaround back to league action on Sunday at Philly. How do you get the group ready and then turn the page quickly? Yeah,
it's a lot about physically making sure that we can recuperate. And I think we will. I think that extra day, not just being a 3-day turnaround, but a 4, should give us ample opportunity to get guys ready to go. And Philly's another game that it doesn't take huge reminders. Obviously, there's in a recent memory what happened when we were down there last time. So we have to be up for a big game again, and now know that points in the interconference in the league are really important. So I know our group will be ready, and we'll be excited for that match.
And also, you get the draw for the Open Cup this morning. It's home against Philly. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's amazing. We play Philly so much. We play New York City so much. We play D.C. It's what makes it fun. But, I'm not, I've read some articles about the regional system of the U.S. Open Cup. I would prefer that it goes to something that's a little bit more diverse. But, to get to the later stages of the Open Cup, that you have to beat the teams in your region that are often rivalry matches. So we'll be ready for that. I think hosting is always a benefit, and then New England, D.C., that'll be a real war too. So we'll have to, take it one stage at a time. But we certainly will, by the end of these 3 weeks, we'll know D.C. or Philly and New York City pretty well.
And you mentioned earlier, the more you see a team, the tougher it is to have success against them. What's overall thoughts in playing New York, Philly in this stretch?
Not ideal, but it makes for a very emotionally charged month, which I think may be what we need. Hopefully that can actually help build confidence in our group and build fight and energy and help us now really get to be the team that we want to be. So we'll use it as a positive. And we'll make sure that we're up for the challenge.
Does the recent loss in Philly help you keep guys focused on this weekend and not look ahead to the big rivalry week next week?
Yeah, I think we know. I think we're all fine. I think we, as much as we like playing New York City and what that rivalry means, we know that Philly's as important. So we'll be ready. We know we'll have a lot of fans down there. We'll be ready to give a good performance. We'll be up for it.
How about Chris? I know you weren't around the locker room.
Yeah.
Pre-game, halftime speech, but just how we handled it.
Chris is a really important guy around here, and maybe people don't always see it because it's behind the scenes, but he's so well respected, from what he achieved in his playing career to how he treats guys to the kind of coaching advice and work ethic that he has. So he's an ideal right-hand man, and he's been an amazing coach for this team, and when he steps in for me, there's no misstep. It's seamless. So and it's always good for me. I like watching Chris at the helm. I like seeing him get to express his leadership a little bit and have the opportunity to grow and be put in some of these situations. I think it's good for him. So overall, really happy from multiple angles.